Hey guys, welcome! I'm back with another sunscreen video. Today I'm going to talk to you about the Olay Regenerist Mineral Sunscreen SPF 30. It is a 100% mineral sunscreen. It has zinc oxide 17.5%. Olay actually says this is a hydrating moisturizer with sunscreen zinc oxide. It has vitamin B3 or niacinamide and peptides in it, and it has broad spectrum UVA UVB protection. It comes in a 1.7 fluid ounce bottle for $46 or $46.99. I'm not really happy with the price, and it's not even drugstore anymore. But again, if it's a good sunscreen, people might be ready to pay that money. This is a non-tinted version, and if this works out, then this is going to help a lot of people like me. So I'm excited to try this one. In this video, I'm going to swatch it on my face and then also apply it on my makeup. I'll share with you my thoughts about how it applies under makeup towards the end of the video. So after this, I'll come to you with my bare face with all my skincare done. Okay, so I'm ready to swatch it on my face. Okay, I'm just now opening the box of this thing. What do I do now? Did I push this in? See, the product, I ordered it on Amazon and it arrived damaged. That's a bummer. This has been very messy. There was like product buildup around here. It broke off and it got everywhere in the cap too. I just cleaned it up a little bit. So the pump is not working. Wow. Did not see this coming. The first impression did not go really well, but we'll still continue with the swatching. So I took some of the product here. This is going to be my first layer, so I'm going to warm it up in my fingers a little bit. So, okay. It has a creamy, almost kind of like an oily slip to it. Still feels a little oily to the touch, but that's a good thing because it will spread on your skin easily. So I'm not against the oily feeling yet. That amount of product I took, it was enough to cover the lower part of my face. So I'll have to take just a little bit more for my forehead. I'm going to apply some under my eyes as well. So I'm done with the first layer, and so far it looks pretty fine. A little bit tacky to the touch, but I don't think it's oily. It's kind of like a moisturizing kind of a feel, and it looks pretty natural. But for now, there's not a lot of white cast at all. Just a little bit tacky, but we'll see how it looks after 10 minutes. Okay, so I'll be back. So it's been 10 minutes and this is how it's looking. The oily feeling that was there, it's gone now. It's still a little bit tacky to the touch, but the white cast is like totally minimized. You cannot really tell, but if you compare it with my neck, there's just a little bit of tint there, but it's really minimal and it's not worth even talking about, but I just wanted to mention it. We still have one more layer left and it's not going to be a lot, just a little bit, because you need to apply enough product to get the full SPF benefit. Anyway, so I just take just a little bit more, that's all. It still spreads really well. Don't need to put a lot of pressure to spread it out. I hate when some of the sunscreens are like super dry and already dry while you're trying to still spread it out a little bit, you know? That's so annoying and it puts extra pressure on my sensitive skin. I'm glad that this is not doing that. Yeah, the oily, taggy feeling is back, but that's kind of expected. So, and I will give it a few more minutes and I'll come back. So it's been a little less than 10 minutes. It's a zinc oxide sunscreen and there's no white cast. I mean, there is just a little bit like a tint of it around my mouth, and my mouth is usually a darker part of my face, so I can see it just a little bit, but it also feels like it's getting better by the second, and I really like it. It feels very, very comfortable on the skin. It doesn't feel dry at all, and the tacky feeling that I mentioned in the earlier part of the video is almost gone. I feel just a little bit of tackiness in this area, but again, it's also one of the areas that got more product. So in general, it looks good so far. And I also want to show you guys how it looks with makeup on, and I want to see how it feels under makeup. Overall, I like it so far, but again, I'm not really happy with the price of the product. I mean, is it even still drugstore? Like, what's happening? Just 1.7 fluid ounces for such a high price, sold in a drugstore. Other than the price, I'm actually happy with this product so far, and I'm going to come to you after makeup and then share you my final thoughts. Okay, I am back with my makeup on. I don't apply too much makeup. This is a lot of makeup for me. I'm like a no makeup kind of girl. And for my purposes, it worked out really well. It worked out just fine. It did not make my skin dry or my makeup look dry. So the tackiness that was there, which went away really quickly too, after a few minutes, it did nothing. Usually on a lot of sunscreens, when I apply makeup or my foundation on top of it, the foundation doesn't spread really well and it ends up looking dry. I didn't find any of those problems with this sunscreen, and I'm really happy with that. In the end, I actually like it. I think it's a great sunscreen. It has a good amount of zinc oxide, it has vitamin E, it has niacinamide, and it is moisturizing. It is not drying at all, which zinc oxide sunscreens are usually very drying. This worked out really well. I wish the price was a little less than what it is right now for the amount of product they are giving in. But again, if you want a quality sunscreen and if you have darker skin tones, you might not have a lot of options or a lot of choices, especially if you don't want to use a tinted sunscreen. So I feel like there's not a lot of products like this in the market, and that might justify the price. But again, it depends on what you're looking for in a product and how much you're willing to pay. So in my opinion, this is a good product and I would definitely recommend it. The Olay Regenerist Mineral Sunscreen is good. And that brings to the end of this video. If you like it and if it helps you, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos like this. And if you have any questions about this product, let me know in the comments. And if you have any more video suggestions or if there are any other products that you want me to test, let me know in the comments as well. I love reading your comments, and I'll see you soon in my next video.